Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome back to my podcast. And I'm back, guys, with a brand new, fresh new podcast episode, and I'm on time this time. Yes. How are you guys? I'm well. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm going off to uni very soon. And by the way, it's raining. I love the rain, and I'm watching it. I'm sitting on the floor of my room, and I'm looking at the window currently. So that's what I am currently doing. Yep. Anyway, yeah, I really love the rain. What was I saying? Oh, I'm going off to uni, and I'm really excited. So, let's talk about what I'm excited for, guys, because you guys, actually, people have been telling me that they want me to do an episode about uni and stuff. Yeah. And I think last week's episode was meant to be about that, but guys, I forgot. I just got carried away. Oh, before we start on that, speaking of getting carried away, because I got carried away because I started talking about that gay movie. I watched another gay movie. The worst decision of my life, guys. I finally watched Pink Flamingos. Pink Flamingos is this fuck-ass film about Divine, a drag queen from like the 70s, 80s. Yeah, well, I guess from the olden days. She played Tracy Turnblad's mom in the first Hairspray, like before Hairspray was a musical, the first Hairspray movie. Yeah, she played Tracy Turnblad's mama. And there's also another role that she played that's quite well known other than herself, obviously, in Pink Flamingos. She plays in this movie as herself. Let me tell you guys about this fuck-ass movie, okay? Just remind me, okay, that after this I'm going to talk about uni. Let me tell you guys about this fuck-ass movie, bro. So, it opens on this trailer that Divine lives in. She's a drag queen, obviously. She's the self-proclaimed filthiest person alive, right? She lives with her mom, who, like, just sits all day in, like, a cot. And, like, a cot for, like, babies, wearing a girdle, her underthings and a girdle. And she just eats eggs all day. She waits for this man that delivers eggs to their trailer. And yeah. And she lives, okay, so Divine lives with her mom, her son, and her son's like girlfriend. And the girlfriend tells the mom's name is Edie. The girlfriend's name I think is Cookie, I want to say. I don't know, guys, I forgot their names. This movie was really weird and kind of difficult to keep up with, but also really traumatic, like really traumatizing. Anyway, the girlfriend would tell stories to Edie. I mean, not stories, one story. She'd tell a Humpty Dumpty story, you know. So she just recites the nursery rhyme, really, not telling any story. But like, the mom is like, "Oh my goodness, girl, how the F can Humpty Dumpty be an egg, but he's a person?" And she's like, "Well, queen, the rhyme says so, okay, so that's just how." And she's like, "Oh my god, tell it to me again." And anyway. So it starts out with like just showing their dynamic, I guess, as a family. And the son, I forgot what his name is. Let's call him Leon. He looks like a Leon. So Leon is going on a date, right? And then, so I assumed that it was like an open relationship because him and Leon are like, the Leon and his girlfriend, let's call the girlfriend Sadie. That those are nowhere near their real names, but these are just names I'm just coming up with, you know, to have, Anyway, Leon and Sadie talking about the date, and they're like, because like the way that they're talking about it makes it sound like they're gonna bring her home for a threesome. They're like, let's hope she's, you know, willing to experiment and stuff, and like, you know, like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's not that crazy. Yeah. And then like it's like this little scene where Divine goes out into town with her son, with Leon, and Leon drops her off at the grocery store or something. She takes a piece of meat from like the butcher's pot. She takes a piece of meat, shoves it between her legs, and then she leaves the store. Oh, how much does this doggy cost? There's also a scene where she eats dog shit. I don't remember like where in the movie it takes place, guys. I didn't even watch the whole thing, low-key, but like I definitely saw that part. Like I definitely heard it because I was looking away a lot of the time because like it's really difficult to look at, but I definitely heard how much is this doggy. Anyway, she leaves the grocery store and then she takes a shit in front of some huge mansion, and then she uses a napkin to wipe her bums, and then like she goes back home, and then you find out that there's this married couple. I don't know their names either. I forgot their names, but like let's call them Red and Blue, who run this like baby ring where they have two women, they keep two women in their like cellar, and then they have a servant who like impregnates them, and they sell the babies to lesbian couples, right? The wife is red, the husband is blue, because their hair and their pubes are dyed. Anyway, this couple claims that they are filthier than Divine, and Divine is like a fake. She's a poser. She's just pretending to be filthy, but actually they're the filthiest couple alive, right? Fine. So then you find out that the date that, I think his name is Cooper, right? Cooper is the son. The date that Cooper's meant to go on is like someone that that Red and Blue planted so that they could get more info on how Divine lives and this filth that she claims to live in, you know? And then there's this really disturbing scene where Cooper like rapes the date while his girlfriend watches. And then there's also chickens for some reason. Like he lives in a like little shed, but he has chickens, and he puts the chickens in between them, and he like, yeah. And there was also blood, I think from the chickens, but I'm not sure. And it was really weird, and yeah. Guys, I don't know why I watched this movie, bruh. Like, gay people love it. Like, I've been seeing it on TikTok since like the beginning of time, guys. I can't even tell you how long I've been seeing it for. Like, people talking about how iconic Divine is, how iconic the movie is. It's kind of disturbing. Like, okay, I get why it's iconic. It's kind of disturbing to watch though. Like, damn, I had to look away a lot, like, or turn down the volume, because, hey, guys. Anyway. And then the girl reports back to Red and Blue. By the way, Blue goes like, and he like goes around and follows young girls and exposes himself to the girls and then chases them and stuff for fun. That's like his hobby. And yeah. Okay. So basically, then what happens after that? Divine is having a birthday party. Bruh, her birthday party is crazy. Okay, at first it's like kind of gaggy, like it's just a bunch of people dancing and like having fun, and then she gets these like really weird presents. Oh, Red and Blue find out that Red and Blue find out that it's Divine's birthday soon, so they mail her a package, a present, and it's like inside the box is like a turd, a literal turd, guys. And she's like, oh my god. And like they sent a little letter that was like, happy birthday, signed the 40th couple alive. And she's like so offended by that. She's like, these niggas are not as filthy as me. Oh, by the way, that steak that she put in her crotch, she fried up for her family. Anyway, she's like, girl, I'm the filthiest person alive. There is no competition, okay? And then so Divine's birthday party happens, and fuck, like it's fun, like, and then there's this girl who's dancing. She takes off her clothes. She's got these pasties and this cute little like she's like a stripper, I guess. And like everyone's like having fun. Then like there was someone gave her like a pig's head as a gift, which is not crazy. Like that's not that crazy, y'all. But then she like eats it, and then like there's like a huge hunk of fucking meat, that like a huge hunk of raw meat that's being passed around and everyone's eating, and like it's big. It's like a bone, like it's a bone. Hey guys, yo. Anyway, then the special entertainment, like I don't know why there was so much emphasis on the scene, right? But like some nigga comes on the stage where the strippers were, or where the stripper was. Some nigga comes on the stage, takes off his pants, he lies on his back, and he spreads his cheeks, and he starts like I can't even make this shit up, guys. Like he starts like clenching his asshole and like unclenching it, so that it looks like, because there's a song playing in the background. The playlist, like the songs in this movie are so fire. Like it's like these groovy little 60s songs. Anyway, yeah, and it looks like his asshole singing, you guys. It's really weird. But then everyone claps. Like it was kind of funny. Like, okay, kind of ate that. Like I can't do that. So, but it was kind of like, was there a need for this in this movie? Anyway, and then what happens? Someone tells her about Red and Blue too. And then she goes to Red and Blue's house while they're out. Oh, so right. Red and Blue left the house to go and I don't remember what they went to do. But they went out, man. Oh, they went out. I don't know why they went out, but like the husband made her wait in the car. Blue made Red wait in the car so that he could go expose himself to young girls. And then like when they come back from their little trip, oh bruh. Oh, okay, so one of the girls in the cellar is pregnant and the other one had just arrived, and the servant just jacked off, and he like put his jizz in a syringe and put it in her vag. And like the girl who is pregnant obviously was like raped, and she like vomited while she was watching the dude jerk off, and she vomited onto the other girl. And yeah, so when they come back, that this is also like, I don't think it adds to the plot or anything, but it just happened. But so they get back, Red and Blue get back from the house, from the trip. They come back, they find the servant doing like in drag, like dressed up as Red, and she's like saying things that like, because there was this weird ass sex scene, like if you could even call it that, between Red and Blue, where they're just like sucking each other's toes and saying like they love each other. And he's like reciting everything that they said, so then they fire him, and then they lock him in a closet, and they're like, since you or in the closet. Anyway, they lock him in the closet. Then they leave again. Oh, they leave to go burn down Divine's trailer. Because, like, now it's war, guys. Filth for filth, okay? I don't understand how burning down someone's house proves that you're filthier than them. But, you know, I'm sure it does. Anyway. Like, while Red and Blue are going to Divine's trailer, Divine and her son are going to Red and Blue's house. Thingy. To, like, man, the scene was so weird. So she goes to Red and Blue's house, and they go and they, like, lick everything. Like, they lick, like, the railing, and they, like, spit on the tables and on the couches and stuff. And like, I was like, while I was watching, I was like, this is really weird, because she's, like, obviously with her son, but every time Divine licks something, she's, like, moaning, like. So I'm like, ugh, this is probably gonna, like, lead to incest, isn't it? So, yeah, I was correct. There's literally a scene where Divine gives her fake son a blowjob. Like obviously the actor's not her son, but, like, in the movie that's her son. So she gives her son a blowjob, and then, then they find the servant, right? They set him free, and then he tells him about the girls in the cellar. So then they go down to the cellar. The girls are like, set us free, lady, so we can go get abortions. And then they're like, who did this to you? They're like, this servant did this to us, foot. And they're like, oh, sis, man. So then they're like, okay, guys, so here's the plan. Either we, like, let you guys go and do your thing, and then we kill this dude and whatevs, or we can leave you guys here and you can get rid of him. Like, you can do whatever you need to. Either way, he's gotta die, but we're just gonna, like, bounce if you guys don't need us. They're like, that's cool, we got this. So then they chain him up to, like, this wall, and then Divine gives him a knife, and then they castrate him. And then Red and Blue come home after Divine and after everyone's left, right? Red and Blue come home, and everything's, like, off. Like, Red sits on the couch, and then the couch rejects her, and, like, everything in the house starts falling over. I don't know what this has to do with Divine and Cooper's spit, but everything starts falling over in the house, and they're, like, screaming. Like, every time, like the couch rejected her, and she started screaming, and then they went to the kitchen, and the table fell over, and then she was screaming. She's running and screaming, and then they go down to the cellar, and then you see, like, the servant's, like, dead body, and his it looks really realistic, guys. But I'm glad he got what he deserved, because he just, like, basically got paid to, like, rape girls, and, like, he didn't even feel bad about that one. And, like, damn. But yeah, like, they castrated him, and then what happened after that? Oh, okay, so Divine and her son come home. Oh, Edie left. Edie got married to the Eggman, because he promised he'd feed her 100 eggs a day. So Edie wasn't home. I don't know where the girl was. But Divine, I stopped watching at this point. Divine, like, comes home. The trailer's burnt down, and, like, they start crying. Like, they just break down. Like, everyone's crying, like, because that's their home, you know? And now they have nowhere to go. What happens after that? I don't remember what happened after that, but I watched a little bit after that. But yeah, I didn't finish the movie. But do you guys know that interview of Divine where she's like this? they ask her, is she a lesbian? And she's like, yes, she's tried everything. And then they ask her for like her political views. And then she's like this. Condone first degree murder. Eat shit. Something about cannibalism. And then she's like, filth is my life. Filth are my politics. Filth is my life. Take whatever you want from me. That's from that movie, allegedly. I didn't watch far enough to get to that point. But yeah, I was telling my friend about this movie, and I just felt like I had to tell you guys what went down in the movie because it's so fucked up. Like, I just have to share my experience with everyone. And I also have, like, someone has to answer this question for me. Why is this movie so hyped up? Like, everyone loves, like, okay, I get, like, why it's iconic, but, like, why does no one talk about how fucking disturbing it is? Like, because everyone's like, oh my gosh, like, Divine ate in this movie, like, Divine and Pink Flamingos. Apparently, this is a trilogy as well. No way am I gonna look for the other two movies. Anyway, like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, Divine ate in this movie. And yeah, she ate literal shit. Yes, she ate literal shit. But also she did eat, like, I don't know, like, she was a good, okay, apart from like the incest part, like she ate. And I still love Divine. She's iconic, you know? But like, why does no one talk about the other stuff? Like the rape and the incest and the eating of you know, like feces. Like, that's really sus. Like, that's so weird. Like, I wish that like someone had actually warned me, because I knew that she was gonna eat shit. Like, but first of all, I didn't know it was gonna be so realistic. I didn't know they had like practical effects like this in the 70s. And second of all, no one talks about the other stuff, the other things that are worse than I feel like eating, like, you know, scat stuff is like fairly normal compared to some of the other stuff. Anyway, maybe that's just me, guys. Maybe, yeah, anyway. I think at the end of the day, Divine probably won her title of the filthiest person on earth. Because damn, she is filthy as shit. Like, actually. Anyway. Yeah. This morning I was listening to Phenomenon in the shower, and I was thinking about how, like, I haven't listened to the song in such a long time, and also, I don't know, like, I had seen this TikTok about how Chappell Roan used to be straight and she used to love her boyfriend so much. And I don't know how any of that correlates really, but, you know, Chappell Roan, Phenomenon. Yeah, anyway. Not in like a problematic, I think she used to be straight way, guys. Lesbians can be in the closet. Like, all homosexuals can have been in the closet at some point in their lives, you know? Anyhow, let's talk about uni and actual, yeah. Okay, let's not talk about uni, but let's just talk about why I'm excited to go to Cape Town, because uni's too serious. I never talk about serious shit. Someone's gonna listen to this and be like, you're actually gonna die because you don't talk about serious shit ever, because I never talk about serious shit. I mean, like, I'm vibing. Like, I'm literally dancing through life. You know? Like, down at the Ozdust, if only because dust is what we come to, you know? Nothing matters but knowing nothing matters. It's just life, you know? So why are we not all dancing through? Anyway, right? People always talk about how they think, like, I saw this new trend on TikTok of people saying Fiora's depressed because of dancing through life. No, man. Some people can actually just feel this way and not be depressed. Like, I don't think that song was in the sad sense at all, you know? Like, even me, I'm vibing. Like, I'm literally dancing through life. But there's things that I care about. Like, I obviously care about the environment. I care about environmental issues, and I care about animal abuse, just like Fiero did. Just because Fiero cares about animal abuse doesn't mean that he's not dancing through life, and it doesn't mean that he's like a nihilist and he wants to kill himself. Gosh, guys, how about you just try not stressing? Like why is the automatic like assumption, like if you like don't care, or you tell yourself like, you know, nothing really matters, why is the assumption automatically that you want to kill yourself? Or like you're depressed? Like, damn, guys, sometimes that's just not the case. I mean, I know I don't want to kill myself, and I low-key don't be caring. I'm just cooling, man. I love Wicked, and I love musical theater. I let's get back to the point, huh? Today I saw this on TikTok. I saw a performance of It's All Over from Dreamgirls it was like the original Broadway cast at the Tonys, and it was so good. We need more black shows on Broadway. I mean, there's The Wiz, and like, I'm not gonna name them because like someone's gonna call me a normie, like who doesn't know enough about musical theater. But I really love Dreamgirls, and It's All Over is one of my favorite songs. And I love Loretta Devine as I forgot her name. The third one. There's Effie, there's Dina. The third dream. Anyway, I don't think it really matters. Laurel is her name. Yes. Yeah, Laurel. She has such a beautiful voice. Loretta Devine is so underrated just because she's always that granny in the Tyler Perry movies who like dies. Like, she gets so typecast. People forget that she can actually sing, and like, she's a bit of a Broadway diva. Or maybe I just forgot that. Anyway, back to the fun stuff. Yesterday I was on a call with my friend, one of my besties, and we were talking about how we can finally just be gay in peace. Like, you can just kiss girls. If you want to kiss a girl and a girl wants to kiss you, you can just kiss her. You don't have to worry about A, B, or C, you know? You can just be out. Like, you can be a queer, you know? Unapologetically. Like, I feel like when you're at school and when you're with your parents and your family, you have to, like, you know? Like, even the thing of, Masiti, you're in the class, okay, and you want to go out on a date with your GF. I was not in the closet for long, guys. I came out when I was 14. And even before then, there was suspicion. There was literal suspicion, guys, that my like 10-year-old ass was gay. Anyway, I have not been in the closet, but I'm saying, imagine you're in the closet and you gotta ask for permission to go on a date. Like, okay, so I'm just gonna go like to, and like, you know, damn, you don't have to, like, you can spend however much money you want to spend on your GF. Like, if you want to be stupid and blow all your money on your GF, you can do that. I know there's lesbians, like those super mega lesbians. I've seen super mega lesbians blow crazy money, like their parents' money, on their GFs. But like, it's different now. I, a normal, can blow crazy money on my GF. You know? Yeah, you know? Like, if I want to go out with someone, I don't have to ask for permission, and, you know, I can go wherever, mostly wherever. Like, that's so crazy. But we were talking about that, like, we can literally kiss girls, we can bring a girl home, you know, if we want to. We can scissor if we want to. Like, you don't have to, yeah. So, or you can go to someone's house and scissor, you know? Like, you don't have to worry about, yo. You're so guys of, yo, like, as bad. That means, oh, so-and-so's parents are gonna walk in and catch us being sus. That thing is very painful. Although, I have to be honest, I don't think I plan on getting much gay. That voice crack was terrible, but I don't think I plan on getting much gay done in first, yeah, because I have to lock in, guys. I have to lock in before I, like, you know. But it's just exciting that I can be fully out, you know? Yeah. And, yeah. And she was talking about, she has this cousin who has an apartment, his own apartment. And he's like, we can come over, like, if we want, and chill at his house. Like, you can just go to your friend's house if you want to and just vibe in their house, you know? That's so crazy. Like, we're kind of old now. Like, I'm just really excited to have autonomy. Like, I was saying to her, like, I'm gonna come back, like, as soon as I find a place to get, like, pierced, I'm gonna come back conducting lightning. Like, there's so many piercings that I have planned on my face and on my body, you know? And yeah. I also have my first tattoo planned out. But many people don't approve of it. I want to get a mustache tattooed on my, like, on the inside of my index finger. So that I always have a go-to pose. If you guys ever seen those 2014 girls with the mustache on their finger, like, I think that is so hip, and yeah, it's so groovy, you know? I'm into it, so I really want that. But a lot of my friends actually don't approve of it. They think I'm goofy and weird, and, like, that's their own problem, honestly. If they just aren't, you don't have to understand my swag for it to be swagalicious. I'm gonna swag it out. I'm gonna swag it out. Oh, anyway, my friend and I, we were talking about how, okay, like, there is so much on the agenda that we have to do. She was telling me, because we had been talking about, like, getting hair done, getting nails done, and whatnot. And she was like, she actually doesn't want to do her nails because she has a lot of gay planned. And her sister told her, don't you ever, like, she has this really hot friend who she wants to put her onto, like, the hot friend has a hot cousin or something who she wants to be put onto, who's also gonna be in the Western Cape. Yeah, so she plans on getting put on, or, like, well, she plans on the gay. And her sister told her, don't you ever get those nails that the gays love to get, where it's like the long nails and then there's the two short nails. That thing is disgusting. I hate that thing. My goodness. Guys, you guys don't understand how much hatred I have. Like, every time I see that, I'm like, it's okay, I'm not gay. It's really okay. Like, what makes you feel like, guys, if you don't want nails, you don't have to get them, you know? And if you know that you're gonna, like, I'm on sis, bruh. What makes you feel like, first of all, not everyone knows your biz. Not everyone knows where your fingers are going. Everyone knows where your fingers are gonna be, you know? Everyone knows where to catch your fingers. Okay, first of all. And second of all, that's just, like, it's ugly. Like, it's not even cute. Like, it's ugly, and, like, yeah, it's just weird. Like, don't do that shit, guys. Like, if you want nails, get nails, and just, like, there are other ways. There are other ways for you to be sus, I promise you. You know? And if you don't want nails, don't get nails. You know? Like, oh gosh, guys, I think that thing is so ugly. Even if you're not gay, like, I know, like, I once saw, like, okay, not once, but there was this era where I used to, like, watch this, I used to follow this account where this lady did nails, and, like, there was this lady who used to always get her nails done with those two fingers, you know, and everyone was, like, hating. And she was like, hey guys, so I'm actually a cam girl. Like, I'm not a gay, I'm just a cam girl, and so I need then don't get your nails done. Like, okay, you just get short nails. You'll live. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, not woke. You know? You win with your gay stuff. That's what you want, right? To win. Ugh. so tired of gay people. I'm so tired of white gay people food. We were also talking about this last night, my friend and I. Like, what if you fall in love with a white person and you have to bring them home to your family and you have to meet their family? Guys, I don't know if I've ever spoken about this on here, but my biggest fear is that Get Out is actually true. And that sounds so, doesn't that sound so stupid? But like when every time I say it out loud, I'm being stupid. But at the same time, didn't that nigga from Get Out think he was being stupid as well? Like, oh, bruh. Imagine I go to meet my white partner's family, and then they offer me tea. No, no. Like, that shit's so scary. Like, that movie is too realistic is the thing. Like, that's really how white people be acting around black people. Like, and that's how the black people in their, like, circles act. Like, you know, like the people that are in the sunken place. Like, not in like a rude... Bitch, I hate Hardy Daz. Anyway, not in like a rude way, but like, you know, it's far-fetched, but it's not so far-fetched that you're like, this would actually never happen. Like, what if he ends kanyan? You know? But yeah, that's my biggest fear. That, like, the Get Out thing is actually based on a true story. Bitch, I hate when you watch a movie and it says based on a true story at the end. I remember at hostel, we watched this horror movie called Veronica, and it was like so scary. And we like, imagine it says based on a true story at the end, guys. Like, cause like it was the end and the screen went black, and we're like, guys, imagine this says based on a true story. Then boom, yan, based on a true story, and like it was really scary. And there's also this other... Guys, I always talk about this movie. If you know me, then you know I always talk about this movie. This Taiwanese horror movie called Incantation. Love. That movie made me fall in love with like found footage horror films. But this is basically this movie about this like fake Taiwanese curse. Or like, it's not Taiwanese necessarily, but like it's like anti-Buddha. Like, okay, like this village that worships like a malevolent deity, and they call her Mother Buddha, and she's like, yeah, evil, and she eats their hair and stuff and other things, like among other things, you know. And then like there's a kid that gets possessed in the village by Mother Buddha, and they have to like take care of her and stuff. So basically that's not the plot of the film really, but like I had to watch it a few times honestly to get the plot. But it was really scary my first watch, and I watched it at hostel. And then towards the end of the movie, there's like this incantation that when there's like a sign and a greeting where like if you do these two things and you like recite this incantation, then you'll be passing the curse on. Like, you'll be taking the curse off of the baby, because this kid gets possessed by Mother Buddha. They're like, listen to this. So the mom is like, listen to this incantation, because it's like found footage, obviously. She's talking to you, the viewer. Listen to this incantation to take the curse off of my lovely baby, okay? Auntie, you're taking the curse off of the baby, you're putting it onto yourself. The incantation is ho ho shi yi si se wuma. I don't know about the tones, you know, because it's like this deep it's like this ho ho shi yi si se wuma, ho shi yi si se wuma, ho shi yi si se wuma. That's actually really fun to say. Anyway, it means something like what goes around comes around, you know, but like it sounds a bit more poetic than that. And what goes around goes around goes around goes around. Da-na-na. My mom used to love that song. My mom used to really like Justin Timberlake. And also the music video with the girl that looks like Britney Spears. That was such a moment. He's such a petty little diva. What the fuck's wrong with him? Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh right, the incantation. So like when this part was coming up, there was one person in our grade, because we watched it as a grade in the common room. There was one person who had watched this movie before, so she was like, okay guys, you guys are gonna listen to this, right? We're like, cool. Like, she's like, she's leaving, and then she takes her friend with her. She takes this other, yeah, she takes someone else with her. They leave the common room, and then they close the door while the chant is playing. And then like they like, someone realizes inside the common room, they're like, bruh, like low-key, like the mom said the chant, and then she got possessed, and then she started banging her head on the thing, and she died. And like the runes that were on the baby's body are now on the mother's body, like on the mother's corpse. So this chant actually transfers the curse to you. And then we all started freaking out because we didn't know if it was based on a true story or not. We all started freaking out, and then everyone like was trying to leave, but they like were like holding the door shut, you know? So that was really scary, guys. That was actually a really scary experience. This was like 2 years ago now. And last year, someone who lived at a hostel with me and was in my art class was like, girl, did you know that this is based on a true story? That movie is based on a true story? And I was like, yes, actually, because I did. Because I was really obsessed with movies that were based on a true story. Because we watched the what's it called when you, the exorcism, is it the exorcism? Ngati, the exorcism of Emily Rose and Veronica. We watched a bunch of horror movies. Sabukela Scream. Sabukela ngathi ke sabukela no the Nun 2. And futhi sabukela nah, not the Nun 2. Sabukela but we watched a bunch of horror movies with too. So I was thinking, like, you know, some of them were like based on a true story, some of them weren't. I love Scream, by the way. I've only watched up to 3. I have not watched Scream 4, and I don't plan on it. But I have watched 6 and 7. The ones with Jenna Ortega. They're good, but obviously nothing compared to the original Scream. I think the thing about Scream, the thing that makes Scream like so easy to like continue as like a series of movies is that the whole premise of Scream is referencing older movies. It started out referencing older horror movies, and then it continued on just referencing itself. Like the Scream 2 like was referenced Scream 1, Scream 3 referenced Scream 1 and 2, you know? So yeah. I think yeah. Like, so it wasn't terrible because of that, but it wasn't like special. Anyway, so after we watched Incantation, I did some research. And the story is actually about, like, it's very loosely based on a true story. I also watched this Thai horror movie about this woman who's possessed by a god. That was kind of similar to Incantation. It was very interesting as well. But I didn't really understand it. So I think I want to rewatch it at some point. Anyway, it's loosely based on the story of this Taiwanese hospital. Like, they found a dead corpse of a young woman, like in her 20s, outside of a hospital. And then they like did an autopsy or whatever, and there was like feces in her stomach and whatever, you know. Then they like found out that like actually she lived with her crazy ass family. they had this shared like delusion that they were all like possessed by these gods, all these demons, and they used to fight each other and stuff, and they used to brand each other, and they used to starve themselves. They used to like eat feces and drink urine and do all these crazy like rituals, I guess, to either to like hurt each other or to like exercise the god or the demon from themselves, you know. So then yeah, when the girl died, they just dumped her outside the hospital, which is really sad that this kind of shit happens, you know. I wonder why it happens. Anyhow, I guess we'll never know. Maybe we will know one day. And I keep getting these freaky ass okay, they're not even that scary, okay? I keep getting these videos on my For You page as of late that are like this. Scary facts about space. And then it says something that's like this. Wow, wow, wow. Do you know what sound that is? Yes. Wow, wow. Right? And then it's like one of Jupiter's moons, Europa, has water, so they suspect that there's life on Europa. Like there's like Europa has the same kind of water that allowed for life to begin on Earth. So they suspect that there's human life, and this is like supposed to be a scary something. Like, okay, girls, there's sharks on Europa. Like, who gives a fuck, you know? And like, and they're like this, like, wow, wow, and then it's like how big your solar system is, how big our solar system is compared to a supermassive black hole. Like, yeah, guys, I think it's gonna be pretty small in comparison to a supermassive black hole. And they're like, scary facts about space: the sun is actually white. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is crazy. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not that scary. Scary facts about space, the great attractor. First of all, you have 13 billion years. Okay, so just relax. Relax. You have like 13 billion years until you figure out what the great attractor is. So unless you had plans in like 13.1 billion years, then you're good. Okay. And they're like, scary facts about space: there's no sound in space. There's no sound in space. Guys, I thought the planet sang. What the F? Scary facts about space. And it's like and it's like a year on Venus is shorter than a day on Venus. Like, okay, what is scary about that? But it has been making me think about like, if there definitely is like extraterrestrial life, you know, but like it's so different from us, you know. Like, even the thing about there being water on Europa, like that doesn't mean that there's humans. Like, I always assumed that like aliens would look like humans, but like there's a chance they do, but like there's also a chance they don't, and they look more like they look more like wolves. Because like, isn't everything on Earth just evolving into a wolf or a crab? You know, like, is that like, I actually like see shit about this, like everything is like evolving into this one, yeah, or everything evolves from a wolf and into a crab. Basically, that's like the short like explanation is like, I don't actually care about like, you know, the in detail shit, because like, once again, I truly believe I will not be alive to witness any of that. If I am, I'll kill myself. I literally will kill myself if like everything evolves into a crab eventually and I live to see that. I will commit suicide, and I'm not joking. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, and like I was just thinking like maybe extraterrestrial, like because of the Europa thing specifically, but even before that, like when I was a kid, I saw this episode of what's that show where they make the clothes and then Heidi Klum is a judge? Runway something. Like fashion runway. Like, it's not that, but it's like they make clothes with, and then they had to design like an alien they were given like a planet, I think. Then they had to design an alien based on like the atmosphere of the planet and whatnot. And I was like, this is actually so cool. Like, like, but at the same time, like Earth on life only happened because we're in the Goldilocks zone and because there's the water and because so like like I saw this comment in one of those TikToks about space that was like, wow, the aliens on Europa are like, or like the aliens on those exoplanets where it's raining glass are like, oh my god, did you know there's a planet called Earth where it rains water? But like like, is there really, like, are there really like forms of life surviving in those conditions? Because on Earth, at least, life only happens when the conditions are right. So like, what if the conditions just aren't right? They're right but very, very far away from us. The Goldilocks zone is a rare thing, isn't it? So yeah. I don't know what to talk about, so I'll just give you guys the quote of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed your Monday, by the way. I always forget what day of the week it is lately because there's nothing like, even in school, like I never knew the date. I never knew what day of the week it was, but now it's even worse. I don't know what time it ever is. I don't know what the day ever is. Like, I will literally tell you what date is today, the 27th of January. Like, if I'm making plans with someone for tomorrow, I'll be like, girl, they'll be like, girl, are you free tomorrow? I'll be like, I don't know, but I know the latest time, like the earliest time I'm free is the 28th of Jan. Like, girl, that's tomorrow. Anyway, should I give you another? I was gonna give you another heywood, but I low-key feel bad because I think the last like 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 weeks, I've been giving you guys heywood. But maybe, okay, I'll give you a few. Nah, I lie. I'll give you, this is the last heywood then. Yeah. So, yes. Oh, I don't know, because I have, okay, I'll give you 2. One is John Heywood. The other is John, I don't know how to pronounce the surname. Is it Lyly? Lyly? Okay, so the John Heywood is one swallow maketh not summer. And the other John one is a rose is sweeter in the bud than full blown. Hope you guys enjoy interpreting those. What else? Do you guys even care about the quote of the week? Or should I just stop that? Let me know if you guys actually like the quote of actually, I like the quote of the week, and so I'm going to keep it going. So, yes, and you guys should be especially grateful that I gave you 2 quotes of this week. I hope you guys are jumping for joy right now, and you guys love me so much. You want to marry me. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for all the support, guys. I love you guys. If you listen to my podcast a lot, I love you. If this is your first time, then I actually don't give a fuck about you. I hate you. I'm joking. I'd never say that to anyone. I'm not a big believer in hatred. I think I've said that before on here as well. But yes, guys, thank you so much for listening and for caring what I have to say, or for listening to my little yap sessions. I'll be back next week. I'll see you next week. Bye. Mwah. Bye. Good morning. Good morning. I'm joking. Bye.